Thank you, Dr. Famkima, for joining us today to talk us through the case of little Niran in India. Cure One supporters are following his progress over the next 12 months as he is cured of leprosy through multi-drug therapy, cared for and restored back to his family and community. Can you tell us about the physical challenges Niran is facing due to leprosy and how these affect him?
Certainly. When Niran was finally diagnosed and came for treatment at the Leprosy Mission Hospital, he had a very visible patches on his face and body, and his hands were already considerably clawed.
Clawed hands? How does that happen?
The leprosy bacteria can cause nerve damage. In the hands, we're more concerned about two nerves, the ulnar nerve and the median nerve. And once that get affected, those nerve supplies our hands and the fingers. So clawing hand basically is he develops weakness of his fingers, so he cannot hold, he cannot play, he cannot feed himself, he cannot go to school and write, hold his pencils, and then he's also not able to do other normal work in his daily lives. And it makes also difficult for him to play with his friends and clutch a ball or even a cricket bat.
That must be hard and very isolating on a young, active boy. What can we do? Can his condition be fixed?
Yes, with the support of Cure One community, we can provide Niran with reconstructive surgery and physiotherapy and restore as much movement as possible into his hands and fingers. We also teach him about daily self-care exercise, and if he's diligent, we should see marked improvement.
That's great news, thank you. But I also understand that the nerve damage has also affected Niran's eye, and he can't close it properly. As an ophthalmologist, this is your speciality. Can you tell us what this means for Niran?
Leprosy affects the nerves. So in the eye, we are more concerned with two things, which is commonly affected, with the trigeminal nerves and the facial nerve. The facial nerves which supplies the eyelids muscle, which helps us in closing our eyes, our eyelid. And the second thing is we're worried is about the cornea, the sensation of the cornea. So the eyelid basically protects the eyeball when we close our eyes, and also it helps in the spread of the eye tears, which keeps the cornea healthy and clear and moist. And if you have a situation where you cannot close your eyes, that means the protection to your eyeball is lost, and the cornea becomes dry, which will predispose to injury, dryness, erosions. And at the same time, if you have lost your corneal sensation, you don't realize when a foreign body or any trauma happens to your eyes. So both of this can cause further damage of the eye, causing to ulcer and loss of vision, which ultimately can lead to blindness.
That sounds pretty distressing, especially for a growing boy. What can we do for him?
Of course, with your support, we'll provide Niranjan. And when a patient like Niranjan comes, we have leg ophthalmos, we have three options. One is we can do a procedure called TARSORRHAPHY. The second is we have a procedure called TMT, Temporalis muscle transfer. And the third, which some people do, is implanting gold on the upper lid. But for Niranjan, we'd go for the procedure called TMT, which produces very good results, and also cosmetically, which is very good.
Well, thank you, Dr. Famkima, to you and your team for taking such good care of Niran. We look forward to hearing more of Niran's progress over the coming year.
And thank you to the Cure One community who is supporting people like Niran on their care and restore journey. By curing one today, together we are walking towards a leprosy-free tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Famkima.